Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I'm Nye. Negative 138 win streak on the Lost. It's not been going well, as you might assume. I mean, it's the Lost, right? This is not a character that goes well. Is there something still in here? No. 4 cents right off the bat. Not necessarily the best thing for us. That's something nonetheless. Bomb. Getting some consumables. Really hoping we get some sort of bitchin' item or some awesome synergy or something like that. Still looking for a brimstone run. It feels like, I don't know, it feels like brimstone is a lot rarer than it used to be. I don't know if that's a legitimate thought, like if that's something that actually is true or not. Whoa, I almost walked into the fire there. But you know, it felt like in the original Isaac in vanilla that brimstone came up a lot. I think that might be because we had a lot more deals with the devil that had, oh nice, I was hoping that would be the case. We had a lot more deals with the devil that had 3 items instead of just 1. I think it has something to do with it. But I think it might also be that, you know, there were a lot less items in the devil pool. Both are probably the case. I mean, it's probably a little bit of both. But, you know, we haven't been having a lot of luck when it comes to, getting ourselves set up with some good items. And brimstone is kind of, well, you know, we've had some really good items. Let me not fault the game. Let me not blaspheme here. The game, RNGesus, has been giving me some really good items. I've just been throwing all day long. And I've had some good times. Like we've gotten down to the womb fairly recently. I did actually get a mom kill. But you know, we're not really getting anywhere. I had a chance to do a speed run and I actually legitimately gave that up, and that was on me. I probably should have actually done it just to knock that out. But, you know, we didn't have Dead Cat. I didn't think that without Dead Cat we'd be able to get anywhere with it. And that's the thing. I don't want to, you know, Dead Cat is kind of this fixture in my mind. God damn it. Dead Cat's kind of this fixture in my mind of, if I can get this, you know, I have a chance. If I can get down to, you know, to It Lives with, if I can get down to It Lives and not take a hit, then, you know, I can win, right? Or if I can get down to It Lives, if I have 9 hits, basically, if that's a thing that I have, then we'll be fine. That's kind of the thought that's running in my head, as legitimate or as illegitimate as that may be, and it's probably extremely illegitimate. This demon turret's gonna get me killed. It's probably illegitimate. It's probably an illegitimate thought, but it's just a thought that I have, that if I'm able to do that, if I can pull that off, I'll actually, I'll have something. Like, I'll actually be able to win. And not, you know, the one win we got was a Dead Cat run. Now, we ended up being carried really hard. We ended up getting really far. So that, you know, we ended up, it was a brimstone run. Like, that was legitimately a brimstone run. So, I mean, that's got something to do with it. So I think that, you know, Brimstone and Dead Cat are these 2 items that, because they're the 2 items that got me the win, they're the 2 items that I think I have to have. I think I can be forgiven for thinking that I need to have those items in order to win. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Definite possibility that I don't get that benefit of the doubt there. I would like to think that I can. I think that I have the benefit of the doubt in saying that, you know, these are items that I need to have. Demon Baby's pretty good. I just don't like that I have to be so close to an enemy to get it to work. What do we get? Magic Mushroom, pretty good. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of references to drugs in recent games. I gotta wonder, what's the appeal? Why? Why would you? Yeah, I really don't get the appeal, and I think this is just me being. Oh, come on! There's no way that hit me. No way. I don't get the appeal of drugs. Oh, okay. I kind of understand, like, the idea of wanting to be outside of your head, of, you know, that, how is it described? Being able to have a different perception on things. You know, things take on a different look. One of my friends really really likes marijuana and had to, really likes marijuana and drinking. And they were told by their doctor they had to stop drinking because it was going to damage their liver in a very bad way if they didn't stop. So they had to stop. Not too happy about it, as you might expect from one who drinks a lot. And, you know, obviously marijuana is not legal in a lot of places and wasn't legal where they were. So they didn't really have a choice. They just had to stop. And they were really just... They were having trouble dealing with it. And I was sitting there going, you know, I don't get it. Why? Why is that a big deal to you? I don't know. Just thoughts that come over my head when I see the words magic mushroom. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be like a Mario reference, right? At least a little bit. I mean, it makes you bigger, makes you more powerful. You know, I'd like to think that's what it is. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's, you know, the one-up is definitely a Mario reference, but then again, one-mans, as people like to call them in some cases, have been around forever in a variety of different forms. So, you know, maybe not just purely a Mario thing. That is a damaging poop, so I need to make sure not to touch it. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, that's the thing that comes to mind. The people who have lived significant portions of their life under the influence of something or another, and you know, we're under the influence of something, like we're under the influence of friends, we're under the influence of relatives, you know, but it's something about mind-altering substances. I like to maintain control of myself as much as I can. So, you know, when you hear me complaining about how I'm not in control of my character, or, you know, there's some of my character that I can't control, you know, I like to be in control of it. I'm a little bit of control freak when it comes to that, because I like to be in control of me. You know, when things that I'm allowed to do become things I can't do because someone else, you know, has to control that, it really chafes on me. And I'm not saying, like, someone says, hey, you know, the rule here is no hats. I mean, fine. You know, that's your rule. But when someone's like going, you know what, you know, this is, you know, I really, you know, someone's in my house, and they're like, you know, I really, I don't want you to be playing M-rated games while I'm here. It's like, wait, excuse me? No, this is part of being a free person, as I get to do that, and you don't get to stop me. You know, if you don't want to be in the room when I'm doing it, that's a thing of your choice. But, you know, I really don't, I don't want you to try to make that decision for me. That's my decision. I want to do that. So you know, I don't even drink very much. I drink on very specific special holidays, Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. If we go out to eat for someone's birthday, I might have something. My traditional drink is rum and Coke. You know, I don't drink very much. I didn't even drink very much when I was 21. We went to Vegas. I drank once, and it was a really super watered down rum and Coke. And, you know, I was always told that if you go to Vegas and you get drinks, they're going to give you the strong stuff because they want you to get drunk as fast as they can. I'm amazed that I didn't die from that. They want you to be wasted as fast as they possibly can get you wasted, because then you're more likely to feed the money. It was watered down like hell. But I think I can think of 3 to 4 occasions. I've been trying to think today, because I was having this conversation with my uncle about this, and I was trying to think of on how many occasions have I been tipsy or worse. So I'm 26 now, and I can think of maybe 4 occasions where I have been tipsy or worse, where I've either been tipsy, where the room has spun, and I've had trouble coordinating. That's what I identify as tipsy or worse. Telepills brings me back here. And I can think of maybe 4 occasions. One was, Daddy Longlegs. That's actually pretty amazing. That Daddy Longlegs will really help if I can hide somewhere. So, one day when I think it was my sister's birthday, she had some sort of, she had a boyfriend who was going to be, he was going into the army. So he was a little bit older than she was at the time. And, we were going out, and we went out to this wonderful Mexican restaurant. If you ever go to, if you're ever in Colorado Springs, if the restaurant's there, go to a restaurant called Jose Muldoon's. Absolutely fantastic. But we went to Went there, and apparently, I guess I decided I wanted to see how drunk I could get. So I got 2 double-strength rum and cokes. Maybe more than that. I can't remember the exact amount, but it was some very large amount of that drink. And I was having trouble walking. And I'm not the type of person who likes to keep my keys. If I think I'm having trouble controlling myself, you're gonna get my keys. Don't worry about it. So, my keys were given up. No big deal. But, so there was that time. My uncle, another one, who's a judge, he has, like, a liquor cabinet. And I guess he just doesn't drink much. And I also gather that people give him alcohol just as a gift all the time. So he has this liquor cabinet, and he just invites people, just drink as much as you like. So when, for a while, I was actually taking him up on that offer and drinking as much as I liked. I'd have drinks, and that would be a thing I did. And it was, this was where we would spend Thanksgiving or Christmas. So it was a safe place where all my family was. So if I did get drunk, if I did get drunk, yeah, I might do something stupid and, embarrass myself. But there wouldn't be a tremendous drawback to getting drunk, if that makes sense. So, that ended up being a thing. And I would end up drinking there, and I think I've gotten, I'm just trying to think of all the times. I think I got really dizzy and had trouble walking once there. My cousin was mixing up a drink he called a Colorado Bulldog, which, as far as I remember, because I haven't had one in a while, was essentially a White Russian with Coke. Like Coca-Cola. And I really like the taste. The main reason I don't drink very much is mostly because I don't like the taste of alcohol. That's really the main reason. There are some other reasons. But mainly I just don't like the taste of alcohol. So I like masking it with other stuff. So the fact that this existed was really nice for me. It really gave me a chance to drink and like that feeling and not have to have the nasty taste of alcohol in my mouth. There are some exceptions. Sometimes I can deal with alcohol. Like if you give me a Mai Tai, oh man, me and Mai Tais. But ooh, can't help you, buddy. I'm sorry. I just gave away all my money for Trinket Room. Okay, this is what we wanted. This is what I was looking for. Yes? No. But I had too many of these. Like, I had to mix me up like 3 of them, and I got really just... See, the problem is I don't know when it's drunk, because I think I sober up really quickly, because I try to, like, force myself to sober up. When I notice the room spinning, I kind of have this kind of mental push, where I'm, like, trying to push the room back into position. And it seems to work a lot. I seem to be able to get myself out of that drunk-ish state really quickly by doing that. So, the other thing is, I stop drinking when I think I am too far. And the thing is, I know where that too far point is for me. I start getting tired when I drink. That's what happens. I just start getting tired. And then when I get tired, that's when I stop drinking. And the tipsy, like the dizziness and having difficulty walking, that happens after the tired point. So I know, okay, little chat is terrible. I know that if I'm getting tired, that's when I stop. Just stop drinking. Don't drink anymore. You've hit your limit. Like, that's when I know to stop. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you what it's like to be actually drunk. I've never had the blackout drunk. So it's just one of those, I don't know if it's a very personal sensation, I guess would be the word I'd use. If it's this thing that, being drunk means a different thing to everybody, it might. I don't know. Does it? Like, can you tell me that? Is being drunk different for everybody? Being drunk is different depending on who you are? Might be. Can you... Come on. I don't want to play this game with you, buddy. I don't know. It might be. It's And that's where I just have trouble, because I don't know. So it may be that the other time so that was what, 2 times I talked about. The third time I got drunk was when my grandmother died. I drank like this gigantic bottle of rum. And that was it. Like, I just drank this gigantic bottle of rum. And because, you know, it was a bottle I'd had literally since my 21st birthday. I'd had it for 5 years. And maybe 4 years, I can't remember. But it's really sad that you know, like I'm saying I don't get drunk, I'm also saying the words I can't remember a lot, and I realize exactly how like funny that is. But I remember hearing I remember hearing everywhere, you know, you drink to forget, you know, you drink to blah, 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 blah. So I thought, you know what? Now seems like a remarkably good time to drink. So I did. I drank a hell of a lot. Drank probably way too much. And that was about it. I had trouble walking and said, okay, you know. And keep in mind, the other thing is, I'm not, you know, it wasn't social drinking in this case. I was very much drinking by myself in my room. Which is, you don't want to drink like that. You don't want to drink by yourself in a room. You want to drink with people so people can see when you've hit your limit for you, so people can help you. Okay, well, we knew that was going to happen with Mega Fatty. Okay. That's fine. Jump all the way across the fire. But yeah, you don't want to do that. So, you know, I was in my room, I was in my chair, and actually I didn't even know I had reached that point where I was, you know, having trouble walking. It wasn't until I got out of my chair to start walking around and I guess go to the bathroom or something that I kind of tripped over my legs. I had to grab onto my bed and then went, we're there. But I've been mixing some really strong drinks. Like that was a very large bottle of rum. And I was mixing it with a lot of Coke. So I had this big mug, and I would just fill the mug half up with Coke and half up with rum, because apparently I'm an idiot. I do half and half, and apparently that's way too strong, and I have not a clue. So don't ask me, I don't know. But that's just kind of how that ended up happening. It was weird. Yeah, I love that feeling, but it's one of those, I can get that same feeling by standing up and spinning around 6 times, you know? Like, that's the kind of feeling it is. I can get that same feeling by just spinning around a couple times, and my sense of, I don't know if it's like I have a really good sense of balance or something, but my equilibrium comes back really fast. I just get that ability to just come right back from being dizzy, which is really good, because I play Dance Dance Revolution, and there are a couple of cases where I like to spin. I like to spin to win. I'm totally Garen. I'm totally like Garen when I get up there. You know, it's one of those. Damn it, it happens. So, yeah, it's just I come back very quick, and I wonder if it's the same thing. Like if I'm just willing my willing my thoughts into marshaling up my inner ear and saying, you know what, screw this. I want to be able to move correctly, so you will do your job correctly. I don't know. Never been stupid enough to try to drive while drunk, so that's not going to happen. We're never going to ask ourselves. But I'm a very distracted driver anyways. You know, it's a thing that I probably should work on, but, you know, I'm very distracted while driving. You know, I'll be looking out the window, I'll be looking at passing cars, looking at billboards, like, you know, look at everything but the road, honestly. Never have a problem with it. There's been a couple occasions, couple of scary times, especially recently, because it's almost Mardi Gras, and a lot of stupid people. Lots of stupid people out there on the roads right now. There's been a couple of times where I've been behind a guy who's probably really drunk. If I'm going to be completely honest with how these people seem to be driving, and they've just slammed on their brakes for no goddamn reason on the interstate going 60, and I've had to actually catch up to that. I'm like, oh god, I gotta slam on my brakes too. This is bad. You know, I've had that. So, you know, being a distracted driver doesn't help with that. And this is, like, it's not distracted as in, like, things that I should be controlling. Like, it's not that type of distracted driver. It's not, I'm not distracted by my cell phone because, you know, I'm not calling anybody while I'm driving. I got no one to talk to. I'm not, you know, fiddling with the radio. I have my cell phone. It plays my music. I don't have to mess with the radio because the music I want to listen to, it's already on my cell phone. It's amazing the way that works. But, you know, it's not that. It's just things catch my eye. Oh, shiny. Like, it's, you know, that's the way things are. Not a good thing. I highly recommend not being a distracted driver. Drive safely. I don't know, I don't understand the want to have your mental state controlled by just some other substance. I just don't get it. And I think that's what it is. It feels like the alcohol is controlling you. Speed down is bad. Maybe not as much controlling you, but it's definitely altering how you're perceiving things, how you're responding to things. And yeah, it might be, you know, it might be under your control. You might be able to do that thing and force it to come under control. You might be 100% in control of yourself, but it doesn't seem like it. Like, the problem is, I've never really run with a crowd that has been particularly heavy drinkers. Yeah, the few times I've been out social drinking, and it hasn't happened often, the crowd I was with, you know, kind of stopped drinking very quickly. Yeah, I wasn't getting out of that. I guess they stopped drinking pretty quickly, and nobody really got smashed or anything like that. I mean, that would be the word that you would use, right? Smashed? No one got there. People were generally in control of themselves. We didn't drink much, and it's just, there was no point to. We were doing other things. We wanted to be sober. We wanted to drink for the sake of drinking. I guess for the taste for them, and I can't, you know. Frankly, I don't know how people stand the taste of beer. I think it tastes terrible. I don't like wine either. I was told today that it was an acquired taste, and my response, as usual to hearing that, is, so what you mean is you're suffering from Stockholm Syndrome? Like, I was out with a bunch of other managers one day, and we were doing a post-mortem on Black Friday. You know, it was just another Black Friday. We had all worked our butts off. It was the start of the holiday season, and oh hey, you know, bad things are about to start. Let's decompress. You know, we all worked like 12 hours that day, so it was a big deal. So, one guy just got shit-faced drunk. Like, he was on like 7 beers, and I was sitting there thinking, how can you do this? You know, how can you drink this piss water? That was kind of where my mind was going with it. But the other thing, my other thought was, you know, how can you do this to yourself? I can see where you're getting. You're getting kind of out of control with it. You're kind of upset with yourself. And you're saying things that you're probably going to regret tomorrow. How do you, and you know this, you have to know this is going to happen. If you drink this much, you know that this happens to you. You know, I think everybody should know what type of drunk they are. After the first time you get drunk, someone told you what type of drunk you were. If you're an angry drunk, it was the cops. If you were a hug everybody drunk, it was your friends who were making fun of you. But come on, someone told you. How do you not know? And if you're a bad drunk, if you're a drunk who talks a lot or punches people or stuff like that, like, shouldn't it be in your best interest to not let that happen again? I mean, I guess it's a mental difference between me and that person. But, I mean, oh, I walked right into that. It is. It's a mental difference between me and that person. I'm not going to go with telepathy for dummies. I'm sorry. But I think that, you know, if this was the case for you, if you're that person, I would think that you'd not want to be that. You know, you'd not want that to be the thing that happens to you. You don't want to become the angry drunk. You don't want to be, you know, the depressed drunk. I wouldn't think you'd want that. And yet it seems like people do. I don't know. Just talking out my ass here. God damn, another monster manual? Why? Whoa, that was dangerous. So they came out of there like bats out of hell? Does hell have bats? Is this a thing? Why are there bats in hell? Bats are interesting critters, and they're cool critters. Why would you have bats in hell? What did the bats do to you? Like, they're awesome little things. Just leave them alone. You know, don't go messing with them. But they're not going to mess with you. You don't have to worry. It's not freaking Batman. They're not going to get in your face. Chances are, if you got scared by a bat, it's because you were probably screwing with it and it was trying to get the hell away from you. You weird big thing. What is this big pink thing that is stomping into my territory? Oh god, it's coming close. Quick flap at it before it gets any closer. I don't know, maybe I'm sleep deprived. Well, it's not a maybe. I'm definitely sleep deprived. Slept way too long last night, and I should have been in bed a long time ago. But here I am, still here, recording, trying to make the Lost work for me. Which is probably never gonna. You know, let's be honest with ourselves. I had my run. I've had my runs, plural. They didn't happen because I suck. It's just that's it. That's it. It's because I suck. How does it sneak that shot? Like, that's not the first time they have snuck a shot by one of those obstacles. I find it so weird that they can do that. Like, I feel like the hitbox for these, for the, whatever that item was, Aquarius, is terrible. I think the item for that the hitbox for like that item, and the big fat fan, big fan, whatever it is. I think the hitbox should be bigger, and for the rocks as well, because there's been some times I've been trying to hide behind rocks, and the game's like, nope. You think you're hiding? No, sir. But then again, what do I know about game design? Nothing! I don't know game design. Way back when, me and a couple of friends, we tried to learn Visual Basic. Which is about as simple and... I'm going to reset that. About as simple as basic of a programming language. I'm not going to do Curse the Blind. Not going to do Curse the Blind. No. Thank you. I mean, as the name implies, it's probably the most basic programming language there is. And I tried to learn a little bit of C++, and that was just in the middle of my high school days, and those were bad days. Let's not talk about them. But yeah, it was really simple. And we tried to make some games. Unfortunately, I was more interested in making the visual effects. You know, I was more interested in seeing, can I make a star field? Can I make it look like you're in a can I make it look like you're in Star Wars and you're about to go to light speed? Is that a thing I can do? And yes, I could. And it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it. And can I get out of this room alive? I can. I love doing that. It was so much fun. Lost the knack. I haven't done that in years. I don't even know the commands anymore. I haven't known them for years. This is back in like 7th grade. Hell of a lot of fun, though. once I think I tried to make a game, and I was going for a text adventure. I was going for something a little bit like Zork, but with a visual interface. Not quite King's Quest, you know, like you got an input window, and that was it. You were still playing a text adventure, but you could at least get a visual representation of what you were doing. I was trying for that. Got a couple screens in, and kind of lost track of what I was doing. Can't give up. I probably should try that again one day. I had an idea for a game a long time ago, and someone else did it recently. Not as well as not the way I had thought to do it. I'm not going to talk about the game idea because who knows? I may do it eventually. I want to keep my ideas, but it's weird having this idea kick around in your head for years. Something that you're like, you know, one of these days I'm just going to make my game, and this is what's going to be in there. And then you make. I don't want that again. No, I refuse. It's very weird to have this idea kick around your head, and then you see someone do it, and partly you're thinking, man, I should have capitalized on that. And then another part of you is thinking, how did they get that same idea? What did we both do that came up with the same idea for both of us? And how the hell did I get two of the exact same champion? I don't know. It's a very weird sensation. Feels like someone's in your head stealing your thoughts. It's a very alien sensation. It's not a welcome one. I mean, your thoughts should be private. They should be a thing of your own. And when you're sitting here going, man, that was mine. That was my idea. It was my one, my only, my precious. That was a thing that I came up with. And it's gone. Because this guy apparently came up with the same idea, but he beat me to the punch. I guess it doesn't happen all that often, right? Like, it can't really happen all that often. But it happens enough. I remember thinking back a long time ago, and I don't know how long ago this was, but I remember thinking a long time ago, I remember reading game facts for a lot of things, stuff like, ow. I remember, come on, okay, I'll take it. I remember reading game facts a long time ago, and one of the things that I was reading was that, or wasn't something I was reading. I was reading it and I was going, man, I could write one of these. And then I heard that there was the Bible, Book of Sin. We'll take Book of Sin. Okay. I remember reading it. I remember going, yeah, you know what? I could write it. I could write a guide. I could do it. I never did. Like, I didn't have that much wherewithal in me. But I remember hearing about video guides, and I guess this must have been at the very beginning of the Let's Play thing, the Let's Play era. I mean, this might have been earlier than that, I don't know. But I remember going, I could do that. It's a very cool thing to, I think I remember saying I wanted to serialize it, make it into a series, kind of like I do now. And it's a very cool thing to be able to, have that dream, and, okay, well, there's that. To have that dream and actually live it, like, it's a cool thing that I get to do. It's a far, far better thing that I do now than I've ever done before, to be completely honest with you, and to also, make a quote that I love making. But it's a very cool thing to be able to do this, but I remember having that thought years ago, and then to start seeing people actually do it. Wait, you mean that you can actually do that? You can actually put a series of you playing a game to show people how to play that game? And obviously, I'm not showing you guys anything. I mean, I'm screwing around here. I'm really screwing up with the Lost. And I honestly should definitely take a break, and I will in about 6 minutes. But it was such a cool thing. And there was one of those weird things that, wait, someone else had the same idea. Someone thought the same way. I don't know. It's a weird thought. Very odd thought. that someone else thinks the way you do. Your thoughts are a very personal thing. And to think that, oh, wow. And to think that someone else has your thoughts to come to that conclusion, that's off-putting. I might even say terrifying. Yeah, there's only so many, supposedly. I don't know how true this is, you know. Genetic scientists, please step forward so you can tell me how likely this actually is. But, you know, I've been told there's only so many genes out there in the world, and the chances are every one of us has at least one body double. May or may not be true. But, you know, I like to think that if that's true, at least there's no mind double, right? We're unique people. In you know, in like the sense of the word that each one of us has our own formative events that really just decide us as a... Okay. We each have our own formative events that decide us as a person, that kind of build us up. And it's different for all of us. So you're not going to have, you know, people that are two of the exact same. You're going to have people that are very, very similar, sure. But there's got to be something that keeps them apart. You know, even identical twins aren't identical down to that. No, I'm going to leave that penny behind. Actually, I'm going to reset this floor. We're going to go one more from here. Mostly because I am losing it, guys. I am losing my ability to concentrate. Not that I really ever had to begin with. I've been ranting nonstop for a while. Where was I? I don't even know. I don't even know. We're just gonna move on. We're gonna pretend that I haven't been rambling for the better part of 40 minutes. I mean, really, over this entire time, you know, this entire time, I haven't been really paying attention to Isaac all that much. I've just been kind of doing, right? And I think that's what really helps. I think it really helps to not think, to just do. Just let your instincts take over. Let your, not as much instincts, but let the trained reflex, let the body muscle memory, let that take over. You've done this before. You know how to take out, you know, stuff like this. You know how to deal with this. You know, you've done this before. Let it come out. I think that definitely helps. I don't think it's working particularly well, because we can also see that I haven't won anything while I've been doing this. But, you know, I think it definitely helps to talk and to stop focusing so much. Stop trying to commentate on just the game itself, because congratulations, that means you're focusing too hard. Now you're probably going to die because you're not thinking right. You're thinking too much. I don't know. Do you guys find that it works better if you don't think? Not just on Isaac. I mean, just on anything. You know, if you find it helps if you just go into freeform mode and you just go, okay, let's think about something else. It's kind of like that thing where, you know, you have a problem and you go, you know what, I got no idea, and you go to sleep, and when you wake up, it's like you just had the epiphany. You knew exactly what you had to do. You just needed to sleep on it. That's what it feels like, I guess. Not that we've gotten anywhere, but, you know, free flow rambling seems to be helping, at least a little bit. At least it's helping that I'm not getting so pissed at the game. So I'm not really focusing on it that much. I'm just going. It's just a thing that I'm doing, right? No big focus. Just go. Just get it done. How is that not the secret room? The world may never know. Okay, well, let's just let that happen. Oh, come on, that should have been a key. Where could the secret room be? Only other location I can think is that it will be on the right-hand wall, right over here. That location. Nope. Okay, we're not looking for it anymore. Yes, we are. that location. There we go. Whoa! Okay, that's a thing that occurred. Well, that pays me back for all the bombs that I lost. That's about it. I was hoping to open up that golden chest with the hope of getting something in it. Got ourselves our Larry Jr. The really super long one, so I'll probably end up splitting it on accident. That, I guess that can be fine as long as I don't end up making too much of a mess for myself. I would love to see a couple more teeth fly out. And he hits me. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be about it for me. Unless this, if this room has a really good item in it, I'll keep going. But I have tired myself out with my non-stop ranting. Tech point 5, okay, we could... This could turn good. Well, let's see how far this goes. And this will be my last one, because Tech point 5 can be so very good. I think we can live with it. Range down, doesn't matter. Tears down. That actually really matters. 2 really bad pills, and... Cannot believe I survived that. So we need a damage up. Make Tech point 5 great. If we can do that, we might have a good time here. Okay. Yeah, I want to just make Tech point 5 the greatest thing since sliced bread. Have we had no thing... I mean, I know a lot of comedians have asked this, and I think I want to be one of the few. Have we had no thing better than sliced bread? Is sliced bread really how far we've gotten? I find it hard to believe that we have had no invention so good as sliced bread since the invention of sliced bread. How about the internet? I mean, it's what you and I are talking through right now. Is that not a great invention? I think it is. I think it should count. So we should really be asking ourselves, or saying to ourselves, this is the greatest thing since the internet. Do you think that would be doable? This is the greatest thing since the Nintendo Entertainment System. This is the greatest thing since the Amiga. This is the greatest thing since Tech point 5. This is the greatest thing since Brimstone. We have options. Now, some of them are a little bit more goofy and a little bit more centralized than a couple of others. Like, I'm sure that I probably wouldn't be able to get us to say this is the greatest thing since Brimstone, because a lot of people don't like Brimstone, for example. Then again, a lot of people don't like bread, and that's still the phrase. So, you know, I guess, well, I don't know if a lot of people don't like bread. I'm guessing. I don't know if bread is a universally accepted substance. I have a feeling it isn't, but, you know, I might be wrong. Got a pill. Luck up. Okay. So that's actually a couple bits of luck that we've gotten, so we should start seeing a lot of chests start dropping. So they can curve. That's kind of irritating. Now, we don't know exactly what luck affects, but we do know that we have at least one luck up pill in the rotation. We should have a tears up and a range up pill in the rotation now that I have successfully converted them over thanks to PhD. That's why I want a PhD, because I'm like, well, that's a tears up and a range up pill that we can have access to. That sounds good. Okay, I hate this room. We know how much I hate this room. Just gonna take care of this guy from a distance. Remember, the rocks cannot save you. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, I'm still looking for my item room. Hopefully get a good synergy. I wouldn't mind getting something like... I mean, telepathy for dummies could actually be moderately okay at this point. Okay, we have keys. Let's go see what this has to offer me. A shiny dime. Ace of spades. Could be good. No. Not yet. Not a boss room. And we get the virus. That's not lucky. Okay. We're gonna go pick up, I don't think I want the boomerang, honestly. I don't think it's a particularly good item for us, but I think I want to grab this pill. Okay. If this deal with the devil goes alright, then I will definitely go, and we'll go pick up, just gonna use my range to my advantage. If this deal with the devil goes alright, we'll definitely go into that boss trap room. Do not, okay. I was really worried that they would aggro. At close range, aggro off these things is death. Okay, dog food is not helpful. What are you going to give us? Book of Belial. I'll take it. Okay, so we have a damage upgrade. Helpful. Let's go jump into this room. I'm probably going to regret this. Okay. Oh! God damn it. Yep, I regretted it. Okay, guys, that's it for me. That really sucked. Oh well. I'll see you next time.